How's it going, folks? In today's video we are going to be building my hunting crossbow. Now I am going to be hunting with the bat reverse, and I'm just going to be adding a few accessories that I believe are crucial for me, or I find important for me to have on my crossbow. And one of those very important things is to have a multi-reticle optic. Now we Ballista don't have anything like this as of right now. So I just went with whatever I could find. This is a True Glow, just a multi-reticle or multi-line crossbow. And for me that's important just because at different yardages the bolts drop, and it's really nice to have those, to know your reticle, and you know, pretty self-explanatory. And then I'm also going to be adding on the Cobra folding stock. We do have a crossbow, or we do have a stock that is adjustable. It's more of a fixed style stock, AR adjustable stock. However, I just really love the ability of folding up the scope and having a super ultra compact crossbow. So then we're going to be sighting, after we throw all these accessories on, we're going to be sighting in the custom broadheads or the custom bolts with the broadheads so that we're ready to go hit the deer woods. So let's get right into the video and start assembling the crossbow. The crossbow is assembled, however, we need to throw on the Cobra folding stock and the optic. So let's go ahead and do that. So first we just got to remove this little cap. Gonna pop this cap out. Just like that. Okay, now what you're gonna want to do is just install the stock. And it comes with a longer screw, so make sure you use that longer screw. Okay, and it's in there nice and tight. Now we can add the optic. And this is all super simple, guys, nothing crazy. The more advanced part is going to be sighting it in with those broadheads. Hopefully those broadheads, those fixed blades, are going to be flying straight. But, you know, I'm just taking you guys along the process, showing you how this works. And just like that, it is on. Nice, and with this scope I can use the stock fully extended, or I can use it on the first setting. With my other optic, I can only use it on this setting, but this one has a really good eye relief, so awesome. Now the next thing we're going to add is going to be the bottom Picatinny rail, so that we could add a foregrip so I don't have my fingers in the way of the string. So let's just do that really quickly. Once again, this is all super simple stuff, nothing complicated, no rocket science. We like to keep it simple here at Ballista. So maybe should have put this on before I put the scope on, but it'll be all right. Just like that, make sure it's nice and tight. All right, now the foregrip. Sweet, and there you go, guys. This is going to be my hunting rig. Nice and easy, nice and stable. Folding stock for stability. Foregrip for something to hold. Now, a quick thing I would like to mention, on this Cobra folding stock, there is a little ring, one of these little dangly doodly things. And what you want to do, right here, this little ring, what I like to do is to remove it because it's kind of unnecessary. I think guys usually use that for a strap, so that you could hang it around yourself. But I don't do that, so I like to remove it. Boom, and now this little ring is off. Now it doesn't rub, and you're ready to go. We're ready to go sight in. We're gonna be sighting in with these custom bolts. First, I'm gonna sight them in with the field tip, and then we're gonna be continuing to sight them in with the Ram Hydro-Shock Ram Cat broad heads. And this is going to be my hunting bolt for the season. But before we can shoot the broadheads, we're gonna wanna sight in with the field tips. So let's do that. All right, and one last thing before we start sighting in, I wanna lube up the rail just so that it's good to go. Lubing the rail pretty much just, that's what it is. You lube the rail or you put some oil on it, and it minimizes friction on the string and minimizes friction on the bolt. So prolongs the life of both string. The bolts don't take that much wear, but the string does. So just lube up the rail and that way you're good to go. Now I'm gonna be zeroing in. I want to be zeroed in at 20 yards, and I have 4 crosshairs. So if I'm zeroed at 20 yards, I want to know my distance at 20, 25, 30, and 35 yards. So before we can go back to 20 yards, for all the new folks, you don't want to go right away to your 20 yards or 30 yards, whatever it is. You want to get really close to the target, because at this point, you don't know where it's going to be hitting. So what I like to do is I always get really close. I get under 10 yards away and I take my first shot. I'm at 10 yards. So what I'm going to do is take my first shot. I hit low, so right away I know I need to adjust up. So this is one click is 1/4 inch. I'm a good 6 inches off, so that'd be 20 clicks. So I'll just do like a good half turn or half rotation. And now I'm gonna take another shot. Still hitting low. So I'm just gonna do, if that was a half turn, I'm gonna do just a bunch of turns up. This isn't scientific. This is all just playing it by ear. It's a little higher, it needs to go just a little more. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do just a few more turns and now I should be good. All right, now we step back to about 15 yards, and I did screw up one of my bolts. I was using not a very good target, and hopefully we're gonna be good in shooting straight now. Step just a little further back, going for that top right square. Now we're gonna step back to 20 yards. So this is 20 yards right here, and I want to be zeroed in. So we do have a bit of a crosswind coming in right now. It's not ideal to have crosswind when you're sighting in. However, you don't throw a fit. When we're going to be sighting in the broadheads, I am going to want it to be a little more pristine, but for now, this will work. All right, now that we are sighted in at 20 yards with the field tips, we are gonna go and move on to these Hydro Shock broadheads. Ideally they fly the same, however, broadheads, especially fixed blades, don't always fly true like the field tips do. So I'm gonna stay back at 20 yards and hopefully it'll be in the same general area. But we will see. I'm gonna aim for the O. So you can see just went a couple inches low, but it's flying really straight. I'm glad with that. So I'm just gonna adjust this up. All right, so we've gone ahead and adjusted the optic. However, very happy with the way it's flying at 20 yards. We are gonna have to go all the way, I'm gonna go all the way back to 35. However, at 20 yards, it's flying pretty true. Still just a few inches low, so gonna, that's what I do. All right, folks, and that's a wrap on building your hunting crossbow and sighting it in with your hunting bolts. I'm glad that these hydro shocks do fly true to field point. They don't go crazy all over the place. So this is going to be my hunting rig, and you guys will be seeing videos very shortly. And hopefully I'll be shooting deer and getting into them with this setup right here. So I'm excited to go hit the woods, and good luck to all you guys out there. And if you shoot anything with one of our crossbows, make sure to send us photos. We'd love to see them, and we'd love to share them with all the other guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.